today we're going to be talking about making landscape fabrics. One of the things that we really like to use landscape fabric for here in our educational garden is as a weed prevention tool. The landscape fabric that we're going to be using today can be purchased at any local hardware store or garden center, or purchased online. Landscape fabric comes in a variety of different sizes. The roll that we're going to be working on today is 3 feet wide by 300 feet long. What we do is we cut the roll length in about as long as our rows are, so that way we can get started. Today we're going to be making landscape fabric for our beans. So we have a template here that we're going to be using for planting our beans. So these holes are based on 8-inch centers, and they're about 3 inches in diameter. So as you can see, we already have a couple of spots laid down for our holes. So what we do is just line this up on our holes. Take a little bit of spray paint. And dab the spot where our holes are going to be. We do this because when we come through with our torch, that way we know where to put the flame. So as you continue on down the roll, just keep moving your template, line it up. And keep spraying. So once you're done making your template, you can come through with any sort of propane torch. The torch that we're going to be using today is actually what we use for our flame weeding operations here in the garden also. A key point in doing this is to make sure that your torch is nice and hot. So we're going to start it up right now. So once your torch is nice and hot, we usually keep it on for about 30 seconds or so. You can go along your landscape fabric. Once the torch is off, gently press it over where your holes are in your fabric. And just keep going down the line. So this torch will cool off in about 20 to 30 seconds or so. Once it's cool, you can see it's not making a clean cut of the fabric anymore. Just go ahead, reheat it again, and continue the process over. You can do a couple of layers of fabric at a time. We just have one here right now, but we've done as many as about 3 or 4, and it seems to work pretty well. So right now you can see the torch is kind of cooling off a little bit. It's taking a little bit longer to make those cuts. In here it is helpful if you can make a nice clean cut. As you can see, this one right here isn't a very clean cut anymore. So we're gonna go ahead, reheat up the torch and then do the other side.